Good Morning Northwest Morning Sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
It's now 6:53, time to get you ready to take on your Wednesday with the Morning Sprints.
Olivia Roberts has how soon your youngest kids could get a COVID vaccine. And Destiny Richards is live at a new indoor playground in the Spokane Valley Mall.
But first to Mark Peterson with a blustery midweek forecast.
Boy, howdy. All right, so we take a look at our first alert weather, and that weather app is still in the App Store, and it's still free. You should download it. We see a clearing sky. Any moisture that we had is now into Montana, moving quickly. That wind forecast picking up in intensity as we get into the afternoon hours, and then it dies back down again. But our highs today are going to be into the low 50s, which is average for this time of year.
New this morning, firefighters in Moses Lake with vaccine exemptions will be able to get back on the front lines. The union that represents the city's firefighters says the Moses Lake City Council voted 4-3 to approve accommodations for its members. Last week, the union said 8 people asked for exemptions. 5 ended up withdrawing them and getting vaccinated, while 3 people left the department. The union says firefighters who left will now be able to return to duty if they are willing to meet certain accommodations.
North Idaho College will officially select its next interim president today. Wrestling coach Michael Sabali is set to step into that role, approved in a 3-2 vote. Sabali's team says he is perfect for the job because he knows the campus and students well.
A preliminary report on the derailment of an Amtrak train in Montana last month gave no information on the cause of the accident, but says the train's emergency brakes were activated. The National Transportation Safety Board's report says the Empire Builder was carrying 154 people when it derailed just west of Joplin. 3 people were killed, 44 others were injured. The train was traveling just below the speed limit on that section of the track when its emergency brakes were activated. NTSB typically takes 1 to 2 years to determine accident causes.
Well, Pfizer's COVID vaccine is one crucial step closer to becoming available to its youngest patients yet. Nearly all 18 members of the FDA's advisory panel signed off on pediatric doses, with only one deciding not to weigh in with a vote. Now, the FDA director still needs to sign off on the advisory panel's decision, which typically happens pretty quickly. Then a CDC advisory panel and its director also need to weigh in before kids can start getting the vaccine. All of that is expected to happen by the end of next week. After that, vaccines could be available to children 5 to 11 by early November. It would be the same vaccine adults receive, but smaller. 2 doses, 21 days apart. Each dose 10 micrograms, a third of the size used for people ages 12 and older.
New this morning, if you are an iPhone user, you can now keep your COVID vaccine card and test information on your phone. Providers can digitally sign the documents, then you can store them in the Health app. You also can transfer your vaccine card to Apple Wallet in order to display it. The features are available for iPhone and iPod Touch devices that are running the iOS 15.
We've been live this morning at We Play, an indoor premier playground at the Spokane Valley Mall. There is so much to do here in this giant playground for kids of all ages, about 2 to 12, and then obviously parents, grandparents, older siblings can get in on the fun as well. You're encouraged to play with your kids. It is open 7 days a week after opening last weekend. This Halloween weekend, you can come by and play before trick-or-treating. Just know that there is a fee to get in. You do have to pay, but there's a discount this weekend if you dress up.
Well, new this morning, a man in Seattle is facing charges for stealing an empty school bus and ramming into several cars during a police chase. After taking this bus, police say the man then swerved across traffic, ran red lights, and appeared to deliberately slam into other cars. When police got involved, the chase hit speeds of 50 miles an hour. It came to an end when the man hit a Metro bus and then smashed into a light rail station construction site. The man ran off but didn't make it far before officers arrested him. He's facing charges of vehicular assault and auto theft.
The suspected shooter who killed 2 people and hurt several others at a Boise mall has died, and we now know his name. The Ada County coroner identified him as Jacob Bergquist, a 27-year-old from Boise. Police say Bergquist shot and killed 2 people in the mall before police caught him outside and shot him. One officer was injured in the gunfight. That person was treated and released.
Coming up next on Good Morning America, with the holidays around the corner, some major airlines are streamlining the passenger experience with brand new technology that could save you time. GMA has the details. We're back with final check of the weather after this.